Few days back, Brother Muhammad Hijab wrote an open letter to Andrew Tate on X regarding the problematic video he made on the ongoing riots in the UK, after which they go back and forth responding to each other respectfully on X. Brother Muhammad was particular about the quietness of Andrew Tate on a particular individual called Tommy Robinson, who is a well-known anti-Islam activist. It is also expedient we talk about the live reaction of two Christian apologists called Jai and Doc on this issue. Avery brought these two individuals to limelight, and they have garnered much attention ever since. Joy and Doc took advantage of the response made by Andrew Tate to Muhammad Hijab to insult Islam and Muslims. So in today's video, we will be responding to them and exposing their hypocrisy and Islamophobia. Don't forget to like the video, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already.
We are in the presence of a cultural icon, a physical specimen, a controversialist, a master orator, a champ. And we've all...
Oh, look at that. Look at the smile on his face.
Sick bucket.
So-
Two narcissists together.
So that is... Okay, so that's how it started. Now this is how it's going here.
Okay, how it's going? My brother. I've always supported you, but you are severely off the mark on the following points. Number one, your acquiescence to far-right figures like Tommy Robinson, again with the labels, is haram, and he's an enemy of Islam. Boo-hoo! Boo-hoo! Let's try and guilt trip you religiously.
Sometimes you wonder if cows now put on human costumes to come online. That sound looks like the wailing of someone from the pit of hell. Anyway, talking about Andrew Tate's acquiescence to far-right figures like Tommy Robinson is crystal clear haram. Brother Hijab is only trying to bring Andrew Tate back on track since he professes Islam. Allah said in Quran 60 verse 1, "O you who believe, take not my enemies and yours as friends or protectors, offering them love, even though they have rejected the truth that has come to you, and have on the contrary driven out the Prophet and yourselves from your homes simply because you believe in Allah your Lord. If you have come out to strive in my way and to seek my good pleasure, take them not as friends, holding secret converse of love and friendship with them. For I know full well all that you conceal and all that you reveal, and any of you that does this has strayed from the straight path." Andrew Tate taking Tommy Robinson as an ally clearly goes against the sound teachings of Islam, given the fact that Tommy is an anti-Islam activist, an Islamophobe who fueled the riot against Muslims in the first place.
Number two, your lack of condemnation of far-right thugs who attacked a mosque and who attack Muslims and Islam more generally. Boo-hoo again.
Muhammad Hijab made it clear in his second point that Tate, who claims to stand for the truth, never in any way, shape, or form condemned the far-right thugs who destroyed a mosque and burnt it down as a form of revenge of the murder in Southport, all because of a misinformation started by Tommy Robinson that a Muslim immigrant who came on a boat did that. Andrew Tate himself, being a gullible individual, believed it without any report from the police. He unfortunately added fuel to the fire. How can it be that he never spoke a word about the attack on the mosque? This is what baffles Brother Hijab.
Having said that, your anti-immigration political views, despite me considering to be off-key and wrong, are not blasphemous, to my knowledge. Oh, really? Blaspheme against immigrants? Are they God now?
Wow.
I
Okay.
didn't know that. Please understand, though, they detriment the Muslim community, and anything that detriments the Muslim community is bad. Oh, wow. He's basically saying, you know where your loyalties are, right? Stick to the Muslims, even if they're coming on a boat and then, committing crime against the natives.
Absolutely true. Our loyalty as Muslims is to Allah, the Prophet upon him be peace, and the Muslims. This duck now said something that Brother Hijab clearly did not say.
He's basically saying, you know where your loyalties are, right? Stick to the Muslims, even if they're coming on a boat and then, committing crime against the natives.
This shows how much they lie just to spread their dying religion. It is part of their doctrine to lie for the glory of the Lord. Paul said in Romans 3 verse 7. Someone might argue, if my falsehood enhances God's truthfulness and so increases his glory, why am I still condemned as a sinner? In other words, if you lie and it enhanced God's truthfulness, you shouldn't be condemned as a sinner. Listen to how these two beg people to please leave Islam just as Dry Wood, John McCrae, and Michael Jones begged people not to be Muslim.
that's please leave Islam. Man, if you only knew, man, it's our dream, it's our heart's desire that you would leave Islam and come to the Lord Jesus.
Yeah.
To some people who support child marriage.
Stay away from Islam.
Obviously, Christianity is now declining because the truth has come. Allah said in Quran 17 verse 81, and say, truth hath come and falsehood hath vanished away. Lo, falsehood is ever bound to vanish.
Many far-right hooligans want no peace with us. They consider us to be an impossible subject. Yes, that's true. They are impossible. Our existence frustrates them. Yes, it does. As long as they're Muslims, it will.
No, that's not true. The majority of the people of UK don't see Muslims as impossible subjects to deal with. This is why Brother Hijab was specific and called them far-right hooligans. This are a very minute individuals that don't represent the general public.
You are one of us. Again with the loyalty. They will never accept you fully until you embrace their beliefs. We worship Allah alone and build our purpose on this. No, he worshipped Muhammad as well.
Says someone who worships a man that was hanged on the cross with 2 other criminals by those he created with his hands. As Muslims, we do not worship Muhammad. He is only a human being, a messenger, and a warner to all of mankind.
No one can compete with this. He's basically saying, don't grift with another group because we're the best. We're the best of grifters.
That's a Quran verse.
No one can compete with us. That means we'll give you the best loyalty, the best grift. I urge you to endorse this message and salvage the situation.
All right. We got a response here.
Andrew Tate, Cobra Tate, with his half-naked body there says, I understand you. I understand the frustrations of the white man because he's losing his country right before his eyes. I try to be fair in my worldview. It disgusts me seeing Gaza being conquered by Israel, so I understand how the native Englishman feels. Interesting. He flipped it on him.
He flipped the script. Guys, Andrew Tate flipped the script on the Muslims.
First, for Andrew Tate to try and put a parallel between what is happening in Gaza, Palestine, and the UK is the most absurd comparison ever. Looking at the kind of person Andrew Tate claims to be, it is unbelievable that he will spew this nonsense. Secondly, to think this two Islamophobes think Andrew Tate had a point and then go ahead to mock Muslims shows one of 2 things. 1. Either they are ignorant of the fact that what is currently happening in Palestine is occupation and apartheid. 2. Jai and Doc are just bunch of hypocrites pretending not to know the truth because of the hate they have for Islam, just like the far-right hooligans who couldn't wait for the police to confirm the identity of the murderer before attacking Muslim immigrants and their place of worship. Now that the murderer is confirmed a Christian from Rwanda, will these 2 shameful scums make another live video condemning Christians and Christianity? No, I don't think so.
Let's finish this one and then get into that.
As Muslims, do we not understand his point of view? Can we not show compassion and kindness and understanding? We should be standing in solidarity with the natives and helping them point their anger in the right direction, a government which has forgotten them. Open dialogue is the answer, not violence.
As Muslims, we stand in solidarity with the truth anywhere it lies. If a Muslim spills and innocent blood unjustly, the Muslims will be the first to condemn him. Why fight us for the misdoings of others? It all boils down to the fact that these people hate Islam, and they hate the fact that it is taking over the world. By the way, Muhammad Hijab responded to Tate saying, as a Muslim, I have no moral duty to appease white Britons. If I'm honest, I don't care too much if a minority of them feel agitated of our existence in the UK. Ethnic Brits are not prostitutes only to be used when the UK needs to be reconstructed, a key reason for the wave of initial immigration and then disbanded thereafter. The comparison with Gaza is beyond problematic. The English Defence League itself was registered as the English and Israeli Defence League. You are better than to say nothing of violence against our mosques in Southport. You are better than to say nothing about the racist failure whites attacking Islam and Muslims. I hope you can be as staunch and fearless against the enemies of Islam as you have with the radical feminists. Finally, that is how much attention I could give these 2 Islamophobes the day they had this live. I hope YouTube doesn't put them on my feeds again. I remain your brother Abdul. Catch you in the next one.